Welcome to Rapid MMA. We'll break down Dustin Poirier versus Bobby Green for UFC 199. This is a great styles matchup. Poirier has climbed the lightweight ladder. Bobby Green has been out for a year and a half. Let's get started. Like I just mentioned, Bobby Green has been out for over a year due to injury, which is a shame because he's a unique fighter. He's basically a wrestler-boxer stylist and a damn good one, and it shows in his stats too. His striking defense is 68%, and this is impressive because he lands 4 strikes per minute while only taking a couple in return. 81% takedown defense on top of that. Be prepared to stand and trade with Bobby Green. You'll notice right away, Bobby Green has a unique style on his feet. This is mainly his use of the shoulder block, sometimes referred to as the Philly shell in boxing. This is utilized by Floyd Mayweather and James Toney. This defensive style has worked very well for Green up to this point. Another highlight is the step-off angles from an attack, sometimes called the dart. This is used by Dominick Cruz, TJ Dillashaw, again Floyd Mayweather, and Bernard Hopkins in boxing. I've seen it used much more often now too by other mixed martial artists. I think one of Bobby's best abilities is the switching of stances. He's very sneaky and fluid with it, which allows him to create many angles of attack. Green is primarily orthodox, but there are times when he's standing southpaw without you even realizing it. Again, you'll see this commonly with Dominick Cruz, TJ Dillashaw, but it really stems from boxing greats like Willie Pep. Lastly, striking speed. Bobby Green is just fast with his hands. Granted, he's faced some stationary opponents in the past, but without a doubt, his hand speed is excellent. Of course, Green is a very good wrestler too. In high school, he placed twice in the state tournament, so he has a solid base. It shows in his fights because he's difficult to take down, and when he is taken down, he usually isn't held down for long. He also has a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and 9 wins by way of submission to show for it. Dustin Poirier, on the other hand, has a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He doesn't really hold a height or reach advantage, but he averages less time in the octagon. I'm not so certain Poirier being a southpaw will play an advantage in this fight, but I do believe Bobby Green isn't as sound defensively when he stands southpaw. Also, whenever a fighter switches stances consistently, there are opportunities for takedowns. Poirier's stats match up similarly with Green's. They both have a high output on the feet while being sound defensively. Bobby Green 10% better defensively, and Poirier is a bit more accurate with takedowns. He also tries for more submissions. Definitely a close fight on paper. I think Poirier does a much better job at mixing in styles than Green does. Green tends to focus more on boxing and kickboxing, while Poirier's offensive style integrates clinching and takedowns more often, which is important against someone like Green to reduce his space and movement, as well as offsetting his rhythm. At the same time, Poirier doesn't want to chase after him, so range will be interesting in this fight. What Poirier could do is stand on the outside, much like Edson Barboza did against Bobby Green, but Poirier doesn't have that length and isn't quite as quick. What I think Poirier will do won't be far removed from what he did against Joe Duffy. Although Duffy is bigger, Green's style isn't too different and one can definitely draw similarities between the two. I think Poirier establishes range, finds a way inside, works the clinch and takedowns in with his striking. I think this fight can go a number of ways, but I have to factor in that Green hasn't been active. He's been out with injuries. Dustin has been active and against tough opponents. Dustin's performances since moving back to lightweight have been his best. I really think he's coming into his own at this point. Bobby Green is dynamic, but I think Poirier displays his ability to be well-rounded much more than Green. Maybe under different circumstances I'd be more willing to take Green, but when a fighter has been out for a long period of time, it's difficult to anticipate how they'll perform. I think it'll be competitive, but I'm going to give the edge to Dustin in this fight, and I'm going to pick him to win by decision. Thank you for watching this breakdown of Dustin Poirier versus Bobby Green. Please subscribe for more UFC 199 breakdowns, and don't forget to leave your comments down below. Thank you.